yeah, I remember. Yeah. I took my apps DBA course.
Me and Farid and me took.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember your name, and I know you attended one of my courses. So yeah. So how is things going on?
So far good, so far good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good to know that. So where are you currently put up now?
In Canada, same Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. Okay. Good. And you are working on which platform now?
Basically, is apps functional.
Oh, apps functional. Okay. Yeah. So did my
We
course?
we we recently upgraded 12 release 12.2.3.
Okay. 12 2.3. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good to know that.
But little bit on the database side, I'm just involved. So just a refresher.
Yeah. Anything on if you are in Oracle apps, any knowledge gained on database administration, it helps you in some or other way.
So this class will be every day or just a weekends?
No, this will be like a 3 days per week. 3 days per week. I'll be starting on Wednesday, Thursday, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it will be 3 days week.
And what time is the same time?
Yeah, it will be the same time. That's the only problem because I'm in working in shifts. So this whole month I'll be in the second shift. Which will be starting in another like 3 hours. So maybe next month I'm not sure. The shift may change. Then I may have to take in the evening India time. So, but what the good thing is, what I can do is I'll record all the sessions, and I will share it so that if you miss any session also you can approach me. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Okay. Great guys. So any queries you can put in the chat session. So I really appreciate for all of you for coming and joining this session. You're able to hear, right? It's just somebody just because I muted everybody, but you're able to hear me, right? Just somebody say yes from the chart. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. So this will be the how it works. So since uh, I'll be taking these classes from next week onwards, next week Wednesday onwards. So I'll be following the Oracle pattern. Normally, it's a 5 days course which Oracle takes up. The same thing I'm going to go through. I have the right notes for it. So that's the reason I'm able to take this course. So uh, when it comes to notes, I'll be following these Oracle notes. I have a complete full-fledged notes. Two volumes are there, volume 1 and volume 2. So I'll just go through as per the course. I'll be following these notes, and I'll be conducting practical classes also. The good thing about this Oracle tutorials are there are a lot of practicals, like 15 practice success are there. Means after every chapter there will be practice lesson. So which you need to do. So which I'll be doing in the class. So once the class is completed, you have to do. I will provide all the materials for you. I'll provide all the materials for you so that you can take up the you can practice on your own. Uh, so that's one thing. So first point I want to make it clear is we'll be following the Oracle material for the entire topics. So I'll be covering uh, I'll be covering the installation part, users management, the table space management, architecture. Okay. Then backups, recovery, and performance tuning. So whichever is mentioned as per this particular document, I'll be following exactly the same way. The thing is, in the latest document, we are going to use grid infrastructure also, but it is not a rack. It's not a rack environment. We are going to install grid infrastructure, but on a standalone. Means only on a one machine. We are going to install grid infrastructure. On top of that, we are going to create ASM, and also we are going to create some disk groups. And we are going to create a database. Means I took a batch like an year 2 years before. During that time, the course didn't have this grid infrastructure, but now they introduced this grid infrastructure. So first you need to install the grid infrastructure, configure some ASM, then you install the database, which is good, because this will give an introduction when you go for Oracle RAC also. So this will be a good starting point for you when you go for Oracle RAC training also. So when it comes for installation, either you can have a minimum requirement. So what is the minimum requirement for that? You can have either a Windows machine, Windows 7, Windows 7 with 4 to 8 GB RAM, or you can have a Linux machine, directly the Linux, where you install the Linux. So in my case, I already have a Linux machine. And I'm creating different VMs, and I'm able to install the Oracle Grid and also the Oracle database. But this is not rack. You should see that this is not rack. See, I'm using only one instance, and I created one database. Yeah, if you see that this is my instance, the machine name is Linux 1, and if you see my database name is some simple thing. Only the thing is, all my database is stored in disk groups, because as I told you, I'll be following the Oracle pattern. So as per the Oracle pattern, we are going to install Oracle Grid in a standalone mode, not a rack mode. Rack means like you'll have two different machines. You'll have two machines, and you'll having multiple instances talking to the same database. But not here, it is not the case. We are going to install grid infrastructure on a standalone mode on a single machine. On top of that, we are going to create a database. So this part we need to be very, very clear. That is what even when you go for Oracle training, they are also following the same pattern. So at a high level, we are going to install the grid infrastructure. We are going to create and manage users, install and configure database, create and manage storage structures like different table spaces, administer the Oracle database, and the next one is backup and recovery. These are the minimum required for any person before they can enter this Oracle database administration. So the minimum requirement for this is, basically you should know some basics of SQL, some basics of PLSQL, and better if you have some Linux administration also, it will be good, because the entire course is run on Linux. I'll be using Linux is the thing, because even in the industry also, we are going to everywhere they're using Linux or Solaris or AIX. So Windows is very, very minimal. So that's the reason why we are going to use Linux as our operating system. So the course objective is initially we are going to understand how to install the grid infrastructure, how to configure the Oracle database, configure the Oracle net services. This is, if at all you want to connect from a client, you have installed the database, on the Windows desktop machine, you would have installed the Oracle client. From Oracle client, how you can connect, so how to do the configuration, monitor and administer the undo data, manage the database storage structures like creation of tables, table spaces, creation and administering user accounts like creation of an user and assigning the proper roles like a DBA role, connect, so resources. So how to assign all of these roles, so that we are going to cover during this time. And the most important thing is the basic backup and recovery of a database. As an Oracle DBA, the most important thing is you need to safeguard the database, whatever may be the case. Whatever may be the case, you are the main person who is holding the entire employees data. So you need to be careful. If at all a case happens that you are not able to recover the database, then the entire company will collapse. So that's the reason you need to be very very clear with backup and recovery. And nowadays they are using rman. Rman is one of the best tool for backup and recovery. You need to know how to do a backup, how to do a clone, using rman, and how to do a recovery. Suddenly some control file or data file or redo log file or some data file is lost, how to recover it. So those things are very very important when it comes to backup and recovery. And rman has become one of the best tool for doing all of these activities. And next we'll be covering regular database concurrency, means like locking issues. If suddenly a table is locked, how to get away from that. And the next one is monitor performance. So normally we use like awr, awr report is there. Based on the awr report, we'll identify what are the performance different issues and how to fix them. Apart from that, we are also going to cover the architecture, database architecture, which every DBA needs to know. So this is all in depth of each of them. Initially, the first week I'll be covering this database architecture. What is the architecture overview? ASM architecture overview. What are the different processes, memory structures, logical and physical storage structures, ASM storage components. The good thing is you get introduced to ASM now itself. So when you go for rack, right, it will be very very easy for you. So here, apart from database architecture, we are also going to cover the ASM architecture. Then in the same week, first week, we are also cover the what are the tasks of a database administrator, what are the tools used to administer Oracle database, and how to install the grid infrastructure, how to install the database. So then how do you create a Oracle database using DBCA? How do you manage the Oracle database? How to start, how to stop? So first thing, you need to understand the architecture. Even you go for any interviews, first they ask you how much knowledge you have on the architecture, what are the different background processes, SMON, PMON, archiver process, what it does, what are redo log files, what are control files. So you need to have a complete understanding about the architecture. Then comes the installation. Then after installation, what next? How to start, how to stop, how to modify the init parameters, what are the different stages, what is startup no mount, startup mount, and startup open, I mean after open database. So that are the different stages of a database startup. So you need to clear. Apart from that, you also need to know how to work with enterprise manager, which is an excellent utility provided by Oracle database. And the most important thing is the reviewing the alert log. If any problem comes, where you go? So the first thing is we always go to alert log and see what exactly is the what exactly is the problem. So seeing this itself, we can identify what exactly has happened. And there are so many dynamic performance views provided by Oracle database, which helps you to do some sort of performance tuning. So as I told you, apart from database, you are also going to know what is an ASM instance, how to start up and shut down an ASM, And the most important thing is, the new thing is disk groups. So you will be introduced to a disk group here itself. You will get introduced to ASM disk groups, how to create disk groups. I'm going to cover the entire architecture of ASM, and also how to create the disk groups. Then how do you connect from the client? It could be SQL Plus, it could be Oracle client, it could be Oracle application. So how do you connect? How do you connect to a database? So that is covered in the configuring the Oracle network environment. Then we'll be covering the database storage structures, how table data is stored, what is a block. So how do you do a space management in table space? Regular problems, day-to-day problems are like, the table space will be over. How do you add a space? So this is the regular thing what we normally we face. I have my own query. I run my query. And it tells me which are the table spaces which are below 80 percentage, which are the table space which are below table spaces. So immediately we will add a space. If it is if it is rack database, you have to add to the disk group. If it is a normal database, then normally you do by add data file, and you add like this, because it's a file system. So that's the thing. So one of the biggest thing is like people regular, if you're managing multiple databases, the table space will be over. So that you are going to cover, that will be covered here in this talking space management in table spaces. Then administering user security, creation of users, creation of roles. There are different roles like connect, resource, DBA, import full database, export full database. So how do you assign these roles? First create a users and how to administer them. Then the regular problems what DBA faces, table lock. Suddenly you get a message from users, see my table is locked, I'm not able to use. So how to resolve them? Then the next one is this undo management. How do you handle it? And this also is like a table space. So sometimes we add some space, and how to manage the undo table space, which will be covering. Then the database auditing. What is the Oracle database auditing? What are the different things you are going to do? And next one is like performance tuning. As I told you, we normally use AWR. Apart from that, there is ADDM also. So which will be how to handle, how to set the thresholds. So those are the things what will be covered in database maintenance. Plus we'll be covering some performance management topics, memory advisors, what is automatic memory management. Those things I'll be covering. Plus last but not the least, the backup and recovery. We'll be covering starts with the backups, how to take backups with recovery management manager. So there is something like a cold backup, something like a hot backup. So what are all of that? So those things I'll be covering in this database backup. Then recovery also. So suppose a control file is lost, how to recover? If a redo log file is lost, how to recover? So those are the things will be different scenarios will take. See, normally when you go for an interview, they ask you, okay, have you taken backups? Yes, I have taken a backup. So what are the different issues you have faced? So you may have to take a couple of scenarios and you have to give examples. If you say that you have not faced any issue, then it means that you have not worked. Because if you have worked as a database administrator, at least one or the other issues you will face. So at least you have to tell that, yeah, okay, in one of the at one of the place I lost a redo log file or a data file, then I followed these steps. Okay, so then apart from that, as a DBA, you will be doing export, you'll be doing import, some you will get some files for externally. You will get files from as a data files, then you have to import them using SQL loader. Then now most favorite, earlier export and import were used, but now data pump has come into picture. It's a very powerful tool which is now used in almost even for bigger databases. So how to use the data pump. So then how to open an SR, how to work with Oracle support. These are the things what we'll be covering. This is a phase 1. This is only workshop 1. Initially, it may take like a 1.5 month. After that, I'll go with workshop 2. In workshop 2, we'll be covering some other topics. But initially, initially we'll be covering this workshop 1. So I'll be providing excellent notes which I normally share with lot of my students, and I can do that. So this is like I'll be sending you within this week. So this is a 100-page document where you can install the Oracle Grid infrastructure on your either a laptop or a desktop machine. You can do. So I have my host machine is Linux. My host machine is Linux. On that I created one VM. Your host machine can be Windows also. Your host machine can be Windows also. It can be Linux or it can be Windows. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It can be Linux or thing. What you have to do is you just have to use Oracle VM. You just have to use Oracle VM. Let me put this. So if at all you use Oracle VM, so you can have multiple virtual machines. You can have multiple. So you have a host machine, you have Oracle VM. Then what you do? You install Oracle VM. Then you install the Linux software. Okay. Then you install the Linux software. Then you install the whatever the database. So if you have a Linux or a Windows desktop machine, what you need to do? First, we need to create Oracle VM. What is the use of Oracle VM? You can create multiple virtual machines. Like in my case, see, I have one. This is my Linux box, and here I have different VMs. It can be Windows, it can be Linux, it can be anything. So instead of investing on multiple machines. Now most of the companies are going with this Oracle VM technology. What they are doing is they are buying a higher hardware machines, one machine. Each machine will have its own IP address, and in fact, when you get the IP address, you do not know whether it's a VM or it is a real physical machine. Even in industry also it's happening. So what they do is they buy a heavy, like a 100 GB RAM machine with lot of hard disk, and what they do, they allocate separate memory. Like for example, in this case, I allocated 4 GB and some around like 50 GB hard disk. So for this, I allocated some memory, some space. So what basically Oracle VM does is, instead of investing on multiple machines, you can have one machine, whether it could be Windows or whether it could be Linux. Then you are going to install the software called Oracle VM. Then you do whatever you want. You can install Oracle database, you can install RAC database, you can install Oracle Business, you can do all of that. The same software even is available in even in my laptop also. See, this is my laptop. On my laptop also, I can create multiple VMs. Only the interface may be a little bit different, but otherwise you get the same benefits what you get in a Linux. Yeah, so that's about this. So for the softwares, right, for this week you guys have to download the Oracle Grid Infrastructure, Oracle Database, and Oracle Client. Apart from that, you need some other softwares called VNC Viewer. You need VNC Viewer to, especially for installation. This is like a VNC Viewer. See, I'll just close this. See, I am using my laptop. And from my laptop, I am connecting to one of my Linux machine, which is there in my home. See, I am connecting to one of my Linux machine. So see, I'm able to connect. So from my laptop, I'm connecting to my Linux machine. Okay, so plus you need a WinSCP software. What is this WinSCP software? This is for transferring of files from Windows to Linux or vice versa. So like you what you have to do, you just see this is a WinSCP software. So you need to, for example, my machine, my Linux Posh IP address is so and so. So I can log in. See, I am connected to this Linux machine, and now if at all I want to transfer any files, if at all I want to transfer any files, okay, I can just transfer them. I can copy and paste. See, now the file is moved into root, right? So now you can see the file. The other software what you need is Putty. Putty is for routine management, routine management used by Oracle DBA. So here you can connect to the whatever machine, and you can perform your activities. So if you see the file what I copied, see it is available here. So basically you need through three tools at least to start off. One is VNC viewer, and one is this Putty. Okay, VNC viewer, Putty, and what is the third one? WinSCP. So WinSCP is for copying the files from Linux to Windows, Windows to Linux. So these are the three tools normally used by most of the DBAs. So if you want to see my setup, I have a this is my setup. I have a couple of machines for my training. See, now I'm exactly sitting in front of this laptop. See, this is my laptop, and I have like 4 or 5 machines, and I have a broadband. From the broadband I'm connected to a switch, and through the switch to the switch I've connected all the you see the network cables, right? To the switch all the network cables are connected, because a lot of people don't understand what I'm telling, because one guy completed the course and told, sir, I'm not able to understand what is the infrastructure you have. So that's the reason I'm telling you. See, you'll have a broadband modem, like first you'll have a modem. From the modem I connect to a switch, a hub. Some people call switch, some people call hub. To the hub all my machines are connected, and one of the connection is also to my laptop. So from my laptop now I'm connecting to, for example, I may be connecting to this machine, or from this laptop I may be connecting to this machine. So this is what how I am able to handle. You can have a independent laptop machine where you can install. For Oracle database you don't need this type of infrastructure. You can have a one laptop and you can do all the activities, or you can have one machine, desktop machine. You can have one desktop machine and you can install everything. You don't need so much of infrastructure, because for me I work on different technologies. That's the reason I have so much of infrastructure. So either you can have one laptop with of course mine is 16 GB RAM, but a minimum 8 GB or 4 GB should do, or you can have a desktop machine which is 4 GB, and you can install Linux on it directly. You can install Linux and you can operate on that. So that is my setup. So I am going to initially cover phase 1, workshop 1, then slowly I'll go to workshop 2 also. Okay, then what did I tell? Did I cover everything? See, I covered the demo, and for the notes, as I told you, I'll be forwarding the this Oracle documentations provided by Oracle. And the good thing about this is there are a lot of practices. There are at least 12 practices, 12 examples they are given. If at all you are able to do these 12 exercises, okay, almost 18 exercises practices are there, 18 examples are there, and not just the examples, it is with the solutions. See, here they will tell you. So for example, okay, exploring the Oracle database architecture. Of course here only this is a theoretical part. Okay, let us take this example, installing and configuring the Oracle grid infrastructure. So they will be covering from scratch. So what exactly you have to do, at a little bit high level, little bit high level. It may not be the same, but I will provide you notes so that it is more detailed. 1 minute. Uh, yeah. So these are the things what we will be covering. Yeah. So you have like 18 exercises which you have to do. See, it has all these screenshots and all of them. So for a DBA, if at all they go to these two notes, there are two notes. Okay, one is around for one which covers the theory part, around 400 pages, and another is another 400 pages which has some theory and also some examples are there. If at all you do this, so this will be a good introduction for you, good introduction to enter the database world. Yeah, so I think I covered almost all of them. And currently, if you want to know me, my name is Kishore. uh, I'm in this industry, database industry, from past 10-15 years. I've been training. I used to train classroom training long back in Chennai. Then I was in US for 5 years. I used to take online training classes for them. Currently I'm in Bangalore, which is southern part of India. I work for a company where we support Oracle e-business databases. Currently, we manage around 150 databases. So routine activities is like installations of Oracle database, Oracle e-business databases, track databases, and normal databases, upgrades, patching, cloning, performance tuning. So plus some other extra, so many components are there like OBI, agile. So we will be working on all of this. But having said all, Oracle database is a fundamental thing. So in this course, apart from teaching you, I may also be learning few things, because you cannot get rid of from Oracle database, because whether you may be a rack DBA or you may be e-business DBA, if your fundamentals are lost, it's very difficult. So it may be any bigger database, but still database is a database, and still you may have to do the performance tuning. So that's the whole idea about this session. So the session will also help you for the people who want to go for OCP, Oracle certification. I'm a Oracle 10G certified, Oracle 11G rack certified, and Oracle R12 e-business certified. I really like doing the certifications just to be up to date, in the market, and also just to be in touch with the subject. And also you will have a lot of market value when you do a certification, and also lot of confidence will be there when all of these certifications are there with you. Uh, you will be handling situation much better. And I still remember in one of the interview in San Francisco at some place, when two guys were interviewed, I was taken only because I have my certification. So I give highest importance to certifications. Okay, so that's about that. So that's about this session, and this session will start from next Wednesday. It will be weekly, 3 days. It can go initially. The workshop one will go for like 6 weeks. Then workshop two go for another 6 weeks. It's all your patience, but it will be a very advanced. It will not. It will not be like like a normal way. It is a little bit advanced level, because it is for a beginners, but it will be little bit depth, and you will be getting all the live scenarios from me, because since I'm working where we are handling 150 instances, so you will be getting a lot of tips also from me. So with that, I completed my demo. So let me unmute everybody, and then we can discuss. Okay, where is this unmute? Yeah, sure. Let me unmute. Okay. Yeah. So now let me unmute. Yeah, so every day the class will be open like this, and you guys can always query, and you can also send me mails. Yeah, and let me unmute. Okay, yeah, I unmuted all. So now the session is open for any queries. Yeah, anybody can ask me any question like regarding the course only. Regarding the course only. So hopefully it will be very interesting topic. And also the good thing is what all I'm taking this training through GoToMeeting, and all the sessions are recorded, and I will upload them and I will share with you guys. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Now you can talk. I think somebody is talking in Telugu, my language. Uh, yeah. Hello, hello. Yeah, I see. It is now your time. You guys have to talk. How will I receive the Oracle practice material? Yeah, I'll be sending you. I'll be sending you this week. So I'll also be sending this 100 pages document which was prepared by me, which helps you to it covers right. It has been prepared by me, and it has all the steps to do installation. I'll send all of this so that this week, by another 1-2 weeks, you guys have to have your installation ready. Why I'm telling is I had one student who attended my course who was very much interested. By the time he did the installation, the course got over. So that is the reason what I'm trying to do. What I want to do is you guys have to download the software, and within 1-2 weeks you have to do a installation. If you are not able to do a grid, it's okay. If you're not able to do a grid installation, it's okay, but at least a normal database you have to install. Later on you can improve your skills on grid one. At least a basic installation of database is very very important within 1-2 weeks. Okay. Yeah, I have been talking, guys. Now I think it's your time. Yeah, I think if you don't have queries, then I have to just close the session. The session is completed.
Okay, sure. How many months it will take?
The workshop one will take 1.5 month,
Okay.
and another workshop two is there that will take another 1.5 month.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
And hello, Kika.
yeah.
Yeah, will you go with apps also on the same online training?
Right now I don't want to. I don't want to commit anything.
Okay.
But let me see, because it is not easy to commit something. That's the reason why I want to go by slow by phase. First, let us do this, then we'll see all of that.
Okay. First you go to DBA, then you will.
And then we'll see. Then we'll see how, because with work everything is there. First, this is a good introduction to start for a database world.
Yes.
Then,
Okay.
yeah.
So we will meet on 16th next.
Yeah, we'll be meeting on 16th, right? Yeah, 16 10 o'clock. 16 10 o'clock. The class start. Initially, when the class starts, everybody will be muted, and at the end, time will be given for to talk, so that to just avoid the disturbances. See, now I'm hearing some disturbances. If you want to mute yourself, you can also mute. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, sir, Ravi here.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, Ravi.
And
Whether it will help to upgrade
where you
from
share the
10G to
document
11G,
and okay.
Yeah, one guy talk.
whether it will be helpful to upgrade from 10G to 11G?
Yeah, we can do that. You can just send me your queries, like you want to do an upgrade from 10G to 11G, or from, I have one thing like from 11.201 to 11.203. But if you want to do 10G to 11G, I can take some sessions. You can always shoot a mail that I want to do this one activity. I can do that.
Another thing is, sir, as the latest database 12C, so should we start with 11G or should we go with 12C only?
It's up to you, because initially I want to start off with this 11G, and then later on I want to go to 12C. The other thing is, people who are 10G certified, if they don't upgrade to 11G, their existing certification will be expired, and again they have to start their OCP. Especially people who are 10G certified, if they don't upgrade to 11G, either you can upgrade to 11G or you can directly go to 12C, either of that. But lot of our clients, right? 90, we are handling around a lot of clients. In that 90% are still are in 11.204 only. For just for like 4 or 5 clients, we are in 12C. So there are lot in database itself. Yeah.
Another thing is there any parallel for apps DBA?
Yeah. I will let you know. No, first let me. I have committed for this.
Yes.
I
Okay.
I committed for this. So let me do this. So then God's grace, if it is there, then we'll see.
Okay. And how long the session will be every day?
Every day it will be 1.5 hour.
1.5 hour. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Weekly only 3 days.
Okay. 3 days. Yeah.
Okay.
It would
Sir,
take
is
like
there any
Wednesday.
particular instance? Is there any particular instance provided for to practice it?
Yeah. I'll be providing one instance which will be available 24/7. So that instance already installation will be done. What you need to do is you can just always use it, and you could use it as a reference.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Because I asked because of that the backup recovery should be live. Some scenario should be as a theoretical. There are few scenarios, but in live
Yeah.
uh, there are lots of scenarios and lots of different cases can be there.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked that.
Yeah. Sure, Ravi. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Some more queries.
So like it would be like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday
Yeah.
classes.
This month, based on my schedule, I got my
Okay.
schedule, my company schedule. Based on my company schedule, this week I'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be taking 3 days. But next month again it may change, and I cannot tell it will be morning or evening. But this month, the remaining December month, it will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next month it may, suppose if I'm in the morning shift, then I may have to take 5 to 7. That's why I told you 2 options.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So some more. If there are no queries, then we will get back on Wednesday. Okay, na?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Sir, means you as you told that 3 days in a week,
Yeah.
that to 8:30. Once if we miss some classes, do you share the videos
Yeah.
as you mentioned? You know?
Yeah. I'll be recording all of the sessions. I'll be sharing with you. So nothing to worry.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Some more? Yeah. Thank you, Shiva. Okay. So then, I think that's all. I don't think anybody has any queries. It looks like I've answered all of your queries. So thank you. And we'll catch on Wednesday for India. And I think Suresh, you are from US. So yeah, it will be Tuesday for the people who are in US. And it will be Wednesday for the people who are in India. Yeah. Thank you, guys. So I'm just closing the
Thank you.
session. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
the
Thank you.
sessions.
Yeah. Thank you.